The native people of the Alaskan wilderness have been thriving in the Arctic Circle for thousands of years. They have perfected the use of limited resources to live full and happy lives. They live in harmony with nature and have spent generations perfecting and protecting their ways of life. The Inuit tribes, or Eskimos, inhabit regions spanning from Alaskan coasts all the way to Canada and as far west as Greenland. The people that originally inhabited these regions came over on the Bering Land Strait that connected North America to northern Russia. AlaskanNature.com says that the Inuits would use traditional sealskin boats called quajit for hunting. These are comparable to today's kayak. They also use harpoons and spears, specially made by each hunter. During the harsh winter months, they use the rough landscape to their advantage. By cutting holes in the thick sea ice, they create breathing holes needed by air-breathing sea mammals. These holes make the mammals easy targets for hunting. The more inland tribes stick to a more nomadic lifestyle following the migratory caribou herds. They do so using sleds pulled by sled dogs, traditionally of husky varieties. They still use sled dogs today, and annual races are held every year. The most famous of these races is the 1,000-mile Iditarod sled dog race. This race is famously depicted in the movie Balto, a movie based mostly on a true story about the original sled team to make this trek across the Alaskan wilderness to deliver medicine. According to a book by Ken Harper, Shamans, Spirits, and Faith in the Inuit North, posted by CanadianGeographic.ca, the Inuits follow a nature-based spiritual religion. They believe in spirits like a weather spirit that controls good and bad weather, or a woman spirit that lives at the bottom of the ocean controlling sea life. They also believe in the restless souls of the dead. They believe simply that nothing in nature can be explained, and this is the way that it should be. In the native language Eskimo Inuktitut, Inuit means the people. According to the Library of Congress.gov, the first people to make contact with the native tribes were Russian frontiersmen in 1741. At that point, there was an estimated tens of thousands of native people, and as more and more frontiersmen came, these numbers dropped as low as 2,000. The Russians soon figured that the native Inuits were useful in hunting valuable sea otter pelts. Hunting regulations later saved the Inuit people and the sea otter both from extinction. Due to Russian and Inuit relations, a new group of natives was formed. This group is dubbed Creoles, borrowed from the French of Louisiana to describe those of Russian and Inuit background. There are currently around 120,000 native Alaskans, according to a 2000 census, as well as 229 officially federally recognized villages. There's also 5 unofficial villages. Eskimo is in English is thought to mean eater of raw meat. Eskimo is debated as being an offensive term now and is replaced by the more politically correct Inuit. NPS.gov shows the many different. This image provided by NPS.gov shows the many different language dialects of the Alaskan region. In conclusion, Alaskan natives have a rich cultural history that they have been able to protect from outside influences. They have been able to continue to flourish as a community to this day. I have barely begun to scratch the surface of their history, but I hope that you learned something.